Hey guys, how are ya? Today we are going to talk about really getting real with the excuses that you are allowing yourself off the hook with when it comes to living your best life ever. And if you follow me here on Instagram or my podcast or any of the social places that I show up and serve content, you know that my jam is to really help entrepreneurs get their businesses not only started, but also getting them to the place that they want, like the goals that they have for themselves, the vision not only for their business but their life. And I'm really fortunate that I've had a lot of great training in my 5-6 years of doing coaching, not only the strategy but also the mindset around what it takes to really move through the fears and get yourself to do the things that we need to do in order to become successful in our lives, right? We work the businesses because we want to help the people, but we also want to have these businesses so that we can have time freedom, so that we can have money freedom, so we can make choices, so that we can serve our families and live our best lives ever, right? So it's a multitude of factors as to why we want to do these things. But here's what I see far too often is people who have these big goals, these big ideas, and they want to start these businesses, but they spend all their time in worry and excuses, and they waste time making these goals and dreams come to life. Because here's the thing, we never know how much time we have. And the reason I can speak to all of this, you guys, is because I have been you. I spent a whole year with an idea in my head around starting a coaching business, and I didn't start that business because of all the excuses, the fears, the worries and doubts and things that I was going through. And when I look back at my, that time, I'm just like, oh, why did I waste so much time worrying and doubting? Like it was just such a waste. And knowing what I know now, if I could go back, I would tell my old self, just get going. Like there's so much opportunity here for you. Like, don't you see it? And so I want to help you guys today by sharing 4 reasons why you're not starting. And I want to help you get over those things and help you get into action. So let's just jump right in. So first of all, the first thing that I'm certain that is stopping you from getting started, you guys, is you're trying to learn everything. So the thing that happens to us when we start moving out of our comfort zone and getting into that next level is we get this massive imposter syndrome. Like, oh my God, who am I to do this? I don't know anything. People are going to think I'm a fraud. They're going to know that my background isn't in coaching. And then I'm going to show up online and start talking about these things that I know and I'm really good at and I've been through. They're going to see through that, right? They're going to call me out on that. That's the kind of thinking that goes on in your head. And so you're spending all this time Googling everything and signing up for webinars and downloading these freebies, trying to prepare yourself and get yourself into a place where that imposter syndrome fear will go away. And then you'll fully be able to put yourself out there confidently, like all these amazing coaches you see online. And you're going to just show up and the, sun's going to burst open and doves are going to fly out behind you and just everything's going to be beautiful and wonderful. And everybody's going to applaud and say, wow, she's amazing. You're building up to that. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, people, but that is not going to happen. You are going to research yourself to death and you'll never get started because you're never going to get over that imposter syndrome until you actually start putting yourself out there, right? The imposter syndrome doesn't go away until you actually take action. Like that's the God honest truth. The only way you learn how to become successful as an online coach and doing videos like this and putting out courses and stuff is to actually do the work. You can research it until your eyes burn out of your head, you guys, but you're never going to just research your way into confidence. That just doesn't happen. You have to actually physically do the work, take the actions, get the feedback, make the adjustments, and then try again in order to move through the imposter syndrome. Gosh, you guys, I sat on imposter syndrome for a long time before I finally started putting myself out there. And it wasn't until I started doing it and getting the feedback that the imposter syndrome started to go away. But here's the thing, every new level that you move into in your business, it's gonna creep back in. We have to learn how to deal with it, not try to eradicate it, because that's just impossible. We're always growing, we're always learning. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm not starting because I just want to get everything organized, all my ducks in a row. I just want to be so good at what I do before I go out there so that people, trust in me and all that kind of stuff. you're wasting time. You just need to get out there and start doing it in order for that to happen for you. So that's number one. The second thing I see with people, and I fell into this myself, is you're trying to perfect your website. Your website just needs to be so perfect before you can launch your business, before you can start telling everyone what you're doing. You're trying to have this perfect brand and everything's all pretty and on and just tickety-boo. And before you put yourself out there, you just want this beautiful website so that when you say, hey, here I am, this is what I'm doing, here's the link to my website, and people go there, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. She must be an incredible coach or course creator or whatever it is, because her website is beautiful and perfect and all the words are right. You guys, that is not what happens. There's very few people probably even landing on your website, let me tell you. And when I coach my clients, we don't even talk about websites until like further into the process. The thing that I want you to focus on when you're starting your business is building your credibility, building your know, like, and trust to set up platforms like this and deliver valuable content. That's what's going to win people over, not an award-winning website. So you really have to just like put the website on hold for right now, set up your social media channels and start delivering value, start delivering content, start showing up and showing people who you are. That's how you start to call in clients. That's how you start to, build that know, like, and trust, like I said, and being able to offer out your products and have people who want to buy them, not the shiny website. That's not gonna, it's important. I do think a website is important, but is it what you should be working on when you're starting your business? No. Not right out of the gate. Can you work on it in the behind the scenes bit by bit until it's ready? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But for now, I want you to work on building yourself, building your knowledge base, building your confidence, building your audience so that you have people to launch a website to when you've got it all said and done. So you can put the website on hold, put that excuse out the window and get moving. So the third thing is I hear people say, well, I want to start my business, but I can't afford the coach. I can't afford the course. I can't afford the thing yet. So I have to wait until I have money in order to be able to do these things. I can't afford the software yet. All these things that we can't afford. Now, here's the thing. If you are sitting there saying that you can't afford these things, and I'm telling you that you can't afford to wait any longer to start your business. You guys, when I started my business, I was in negative bank balance. I was about to lose my house. We were in one of the worst financial situations I've ever been in my life. And we started the business because I knew that business, because I had the idea, I'd been sitting on it for a year. When this came up, I knew that this was going to be the thing that was going to help us. This was going to be the extra stream of income. I had knowledge that I knew people wanted. I wanted to help these people with what I knew. So I started putting myself out there. I started creating courses, and you guys, it generated a stream of income for me that has literally changed my life. Now, I'll tell you this. I borrowed the money from my mom to start with my first mentor so that I could close the gap, that learning gap. I wanted to start making money quickly. I didn't want to Google my way through it. I wanted to learn from someone who knew what they were doing. So I paid him the money and he showed me what to do. And you guys, I launched my first course and made like $2,000-$3,000 within that first couple of days of launching my first program. And that's what I want. That's what I'm saying to you. If the will is strong enough for this, you guys, inside of you, and you want to make this happen, you are going to have to invest. That's the fastest way to get it done. And I want you to switch your mindset. If you have to invest, you guys, if you had $100, this is what my coach, this is one of the coaches I'm working with right now, Dave Conway says. He's like, if you have $100 and you invest $5 into Sally Sue's program, and you're thinking, oh God, well, I only have $95 now. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, Sally Sue can help you take that $5 and help you turn it into $500. Right? That's why you invest. These people are here to teach you how to create success in your life. So don't have that lack mindset. Have the abundant mindset that this person is going to help you make even more money. Every single time I've invested into my business, and you guys, I've invested over $50,000 into my coaching, into my training, and to be able to be doing all of these things, you guys, it is always come back to me times 2, 3, 4, 5, it's just always made its way back to me. So if that's the thing that's holding you back, if there is a will, there is a way. Figure it out, brainstorm. How can you get the money, the funds to get going, to get the coach, to get the course, to get the mentorship? So that is absolutely number one, or that's absolutely a priority for you. So if that's your excuse, you guys, just take my advice and trust in the fact that when you say yes to your goals, commit by investing, that is going to open up all kinds of amazing opportunities for you, and the things that you need in order to make that investment happen will find you. Now, here's what I also know. This is a really awesome quote. Faith is the currency of the universe. When you take action like this with faith, and you back it, when you make a decision with full faith that this is what you're gonna do and you're gonna make this happen, and you back it with action, you guys, the most amazing things will happen for you when you do that. There is nothing greater than making a decision and telling the universe, this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm committing to. You guys, the world will open up for you. I promise you that. Trust me. So number 4, this is the last one, and this is probably the biggest one out of all of these things, is you fear you're going to fail. You're saying, okay, this is all wonderful, Shana, this is amazing, but what if it doesn't work for me? What if I put myself out there and nobody buys anything, nobody trusts me, nobody follows me, and I flop on my face? Well, here's what I will say to that. First of all, you have to put yourself out there to figure that out, and you won't fail. Failure is quitting. That's the bottom line. The only way you can fail is to quit. You know how many times I have put myself out there and nobody was on the video, nobody signed up for the program, my webinar registrations were like 3 people and there's nobody that actually showed up live. You guys, you have to be willing to flop and be bad in order to get good. Right? Again, you're putting yourself out there with faith that this will come together even through the tough times. And I don't want you to be looking at current results ever. I don't ever want you to look at the number of people who have signed up for your thing. I want you to stay focused on the goal. What is it that you are trying to create with this? What is the income goal that you have? What is the number of clients that you want to serve? That is where you stay focused, is on that, not on how many people showed up on that live today. I don't care how many people showed up on the live today. Did you put your full self out there? Did you serve whoever may hear this message? Did you deliver value? That's what matters. So the only way you are going to fail, my friend, is if you quit. And you can't find out if this is going to work for you unless you get started. Because here's the thing, you're like, well, what if I fail? Well, what if it works? What if you have the most incredible business? What if you serve millions of people? What if you become the next Tony Robbins? What if you get to live your dream life and travel the world and blah, 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 whatever those things are for you? What if that happens, right? How about you bet on yourself? And if you're going to doubt anything, doubt your success, like doubt your failures, or I don't know. There's a way that it comes out. I can't remember exactly what it is, but bet on yourself. Doubt that it's going to work, or I don't know. Anyways, let's just drop that one. But you know what I'm saying? Bet on yourself. That's the only way to do it, okay? So that's the 4th thing. And you guys, I want you to know that your dreams are important to me. I'm sharing this message because I have experienced each one of those excuses. I went through every single one of those things, you guys, and it was in pushing through the fear. It was in saying yes and not letting these excuses take me down. It was creating an awareness that I even had those excuses, and said like, oh God, okay, I can see that I am busy working right now trying to get this website all perfect, and I'm not launching my shit because I think that if I have this, then everything's gonna be great. And recognizing that and calling myself out on that and pushing through and doing things even when the stuff wasn't perfect, even when I didn't have the money, even when no one was showing up. That is what built my success, because every one of those situations taught me something, and I grew and I expanded and I learned and I developed and I got better and better and better. And you guys, it's just the way that it is. You just have to go. So you'll be amazed, you guys. You will be amazed at the person you become when you start pushing through these fears, when you start saying yes to yourself and betting on yourself. That's when all of this stuff is going to start to come together for you, you guys. So I hope that this helps you today. I'm real fired up about this. As you can see, I wrote this Instagram post. I did an Instagram post on this, and I wrote it last night, and I was just like just living through some of those moments again. And the reason I share these with you is because I want you to win. And the only way you can win is if you show up and take action. And if I can support you in any way, in any of this stuff, you guys, this is what I do for a living. I help people move from the seed of an idea on a business to fully putting themselves out there with all the programs, the things, all the stuff, setting up the content, all of it, you guys, all of it. My system shows you how to do exactly going from idea to launch in your business and then some. And if I can support you in this in any way, you guys, reach out to me on Instagram at Shana Recker, send me a DM. I'd be happy to chat. I do these Dream Hustle Discovery calls. We can talk about your ideas and help you get going. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope that you found value in this. If you did, please share this with somebody you know that may be sitting an idea and you can see that they're maybe using some of these excuses. Share this with them so help to push them to start making the decision. Stop sitting and worrying and wasting time. Start getting themselves out there and showing up for the world, because I guarantee you, someone is waiting for you. Someone is waiting for you to show up and help them. And you can't help them, and they can't be served by you, and you can't make money because there's, guys, transformations happen in the transactions. You can't serve them if you don't show up for them. So it's time. 2020 has been the best year, as you know. It's been a crazy year, but it has been proven. It is proven that getting yourself online is the time. There has never been a better time to get yourself online and start sharing what you know. Okay, that's it for me. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let me know if you resonate with any of this. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let's chat. Send me a DM. We'll talk soon. Okay, guys, have an amazing day. Bye for now.